Well, hello and welcome to the November 2025 Be More Mancroft podcast. I'm Edward Carter.
And I'm Judy Ball.
And it's lovely you've joined us again. But goodness me, November already, Judy. I mean, where's the year gone to? It's extraordinary.
They fly by too quickly, I think, don't they?
Yeah, they do. I mean, do you like November? Do you like this time of year particularly?
Yes, in a way. You're sort of getting ready for Christmas. But November has its sad moments with Remembrance Sunday, all that sort of thing going on. So, and All Souls, of course, we start off with All Souls, don't we?
Yes, that's just at the start of the month. Yes. Yeah, remembering our loved ones who've died. Yes. Yeah, and remember the 5th of November.
I remember it well.
Yeah, right, yes. I wonder whether fireworks are as big a thing on the 5th of November now as they used to be, because the fireworks so much, New Year, all that sort of time as well. But my childhood memories are, I never saw a firework other than pretty much on the 5th of November.
Exactly. And you could buy loose fireworks in those days, which is what I did. Oh. And they were in a brown paper bag. Right. And I thought we'd used them all in the garden. Mm-hmm. And went indoors and threw what I thought was the empty brown paper bag on the fire.
Well, it was full of fireworks?
It wasn't full, but it had 2 fireworks in it.
Oh, my goodness.
So they went off, bang, fizz. Oh, dear. My poor grandmother was sitting by the fire. She was having hysterics. I called out to my mum in the kitchen. I said, Mum, sorry, and there was sparks. We had a fire guard, because you had a fire guard in those days.
Of course, yeah.
But there were sparks coming out, and I was worried about the hearthrug. It was beginning to smoulder a bit. Oh. So my mother came through with a bowl of water, which she threw over the hearthrug, which actually extinguished the sparks. Right. But I'm sorry, I still laugh about it. She also soaked my grandmother, legs and feet, because she threw this bowl of water everywhere.
Well, better safe than sorry, I guess. Yeah.
So, yes, I have great memories. I had to contribute to the cost of a new hearthrug.
Well, I should think so, too, yeah. Yeah, I'm afraid I didn't do anything as dramatic as that. Probably waved the old sparkler in the back garden. But we did, even we did have fireworks in the back garden.
Yes, we did.
I can remember a Catherine wheel being nailed to the tree. And seeing it get looser and looser as it spun round. You think this is going to fly over the fence if we're not careful.
I didn't like jumping jacks.
No, that's true. Well, let's not worry too much about the fireworks. Yeah.
But we've got a bit of sadness this month, haven't we, anyway?
Yes, at the church. Well, we have, yes. So Naomi Tuma, who's been here it for over 3 years now. Yeah, and she's moving on to pastures new. Yeah. Well, I caught up with her actually in church a few days ago, so I made a little interview with her. So let's listen to that now.
Oh, good, yes.
Well, I'm here in church, and I'm with my good friend and colleague Naomi Tuma. Naomi, you've been the curate here for how long now?
For 3.5 years now, so a slightly longer curate than most, but it's been really good. It's been a really enjoyable 3 years.
Brilliant. So just remind us, so what exactly is a curate?
So a curate is basically a trainee priest. So we do 3 years of theological study, and then we have a 3-year training placement, and a curacy is basically a training placement where we learn how to do church properly, and then they sign us off and we go off to run our own church or to go into chaplaincy.
Brilliant. So it's sort of an apprenticeship, really, I suppose.
Yeah, it's quite similar to apprenticeship or on-the-job training.
Yeah. And so in that sense, it's not something hasn't gone wrong that you're leaving after 3 years. That's exactly what one would expect, really.
Yeah, so 3 years, curates generally train anywhere between 3 and 4 years. So 3.5 years is near perfect. So it's been a really good, I've learned all sorts of things at Mancroft, because it wasn't necessarily the kind of church I used to attend before training. So I've learned how to do much more formal church than previously. I've learned how to walk in a cassock. That's been quite good. I can even walk upstairs in a cassock now. Yeah, there's been lots to learn over the 3 years.
Brilliant. And so, but before training for ministry, I mean, you must have had some other experience of the church, of course, you've just said, but, other Christian ministry. How much of that has been useful and helpful and kind of part of bringing you to this moment now?
I think, so I've been involved in Christian leadership for as long as I can remember. I first started probably when I was 17, I did a gap year as a youth worker. That's what brought me to Norwich. So that was my first experience of Christian leadership. And since then, all through my life, I've been involved in one kind of Christian leadership or another, but mostly in churches which were much less formal. So I spent probably 4 or 5 years at St Stephen's as their children's worker before coming to Mancroft. And before that, my career was in youth and community work. So that's really helpful in terms of working in the church, because it helps you know how to work with all sorts of different kinds of people.
Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah. And obviously now about to move on, in fact, this month, November. And where to? Where are you going to?
So I'm going to be the rector of the Bittern benefice, which is three or four villages, depend how you count it, but it's Rackheath, Salhouse, Great and Little Plumstead and Witton. So it's a semi-rural, semi-suburban set of villages just on the other side of the NDR.
Fantastic. So actually really quite close to Norwich, which is great. Yeah,
really close to Norwich. So I won't be too far away at all, and we'll definitely be coming in to visit Mancroft and see how everyone's getting on without me.
Fantastic. Yeah. Well, I don't know how we'll manage, but somehow we will. Yeah. So just thinking back over the 3 and a bit years, are there any particularly kind of high point moments that you remember fondly, or perhaps were particularly important for you?
So I've really enjoyed some of the Christmas things that we've done. Christmas is a really big season at Mancroft, so we do loads and loads of carol services for different organisations as well as our own church services. So one of the things I've done over the 3 years here is I've done three crib services. And the first crib service, Edward and George and I organised a crib service, and we didn't think many people would come, so we didn't produce enough service sheets, and we didn't microphone ourselves. And in the end, loads of people came, but we weren't very well prepared, so nobody could hear what was going on. So the second year, we prepared for loads of kids and had all sorts of activities for them to do and all sorts of people involved. And turns out that year that very few people came. Mm-hmm. So the third year, it was great to actually bring those two things together, where we were well prepared and we had lots of things for people to do, and loads of people turned up. So that was delightful.
Brilliant. Well, you've certainly done amazing work on that. And actually, we're going to have a crib service this year, which will very much follow the pattern of that third successful one with a lantern procession. So thank you for that. That's brilliant. Anything else that you've perhaps been involved in starting completely new, something fresh here at Mancroft?
So one of the things I've been involved in kind of behind the scenes at Mancroft is we wanted to have some kind of a response to the cost of living crisis that we could see playing out in the community around us. So a group of us, by no means just me, but a group of us, Catherine and Nick, myself and Paul from St Stephen's, got together and have actually been able to successfully set up a charity called the Norwich Community Money Advice Connect Centre. And that is now functioning. It's not taking on clients yet, but people are being trained, volunteers are being trained, and we have a part-time member of staff just bringing that together to launch very soon. So I'm really pleased to have been able to be involved in setting that up, and it's a lovely thing to leave behind. I'm not actually going to continue my involvement just because being the rector of a benefice is quite a big job, so I need to have time to do that. But I'm delighted to be leaving that in the very capable hands of Nick and Paul, and that's one of my highlights from my time here at Mancroft.
Oh, that's brilliant. Well, I suppose if someone was listening thinking, this is really interesting, how you become a vicar or a rector. Is that something I could do? What would your advice be to someone who was maybe thinking that just at the moment?
So my advice would actually be even to people who aren't thinking about it. If you're an active Christian, if you've got a faith where you are serving God and willing to say to God, okay, well, what do you want me to do? Then just ask God what he thinks and ask him to make it clear to you, because all sorts of people can become vicars. I always thought that I was neither clever enough nor shiny enough nor competent enough to be a vicar, but it turns out that God had different ideas. So actually I would encourage everyone who has an active faith to ask God not only if he's calling them to be a priest, but actually to just ask God what he wants them to do with their lives, with the gifts and opportunities that he's given them, and just to be willing to step out to something different if you feel that God is calling you to something different, and maybe have a word with Edward or with another member of the ministry team if you're thinking, actually, I feel like God is encouraging me to do something different.
Yeah. I mean, I'd certainly echo that as well. I mean, in many ways, it was a surprise for me to find I was called to Christian ministry being a vicar. and at times it can be frustrating and challenging, but it is an amazing blessing. It's such a privilege. So yeah, that's brilliant. Well, Naomi, thank you for chatting today. Our podcast is called Be More Mancroft. I mean, what on earth do you think Be More Mancroft is a good thing, having been at Mancroft for 3 years, or should it be More Rackheath now, maybe for you? Any final thing you wanted to share in terms of Mancroft and what it is as a place, and how it's been part of your life for the last few years?
I mean, I think Mancroft is an amazing place because what we offer as a church is a very open welcome to anybody who's Christian, not Christian, doesn't know what they believe, knows what they believe. We're very open to everybody, and we're right in the heart of the city centre. So I do think that this ministry that we have of offering a welcome to all, no matter what's going on for them in their lives, is such an important thing. And I think if we can all be a bit more Mancroft in being a bit more welcoming, the world would be a better place.
Oh, nice, yeah. Well, Naomi, you've been an amazing person to have around here at the church, ministering in so many ways over the last 3 years. Every blessing for what's to come next, and we will enjoy hearing snippets of news as and when. Thank you so much for chatting today as well. Thank you.
Thanks, Edward. It's been a real pleasure.
That was a lovely interview. It really was. She's such a lovely lady, and we are going to miss her. Obviously we all wish her well. I'm sure she'll be as loved and as popular at her new church as she is at Mancroft, because everyone, she's so popular.
Although there is this funny thing they say that everyone loves the curate, and then sometimes they respect the vicar with a slightly different. But I think I don't know, people can love a vicar or a rector as well, can't they?
Yes, they can.
Yeah. Would you have made a good vicar? Do you think, Judy? What do you think?
I don't think so. I don't know. I'm not sure I'd be able to deal with some of the situations that you have to deal with sometimes. But it's such a rewarding thing to do, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's like, anything that's worth doing, in a sense, takes it out of you.
Yes.
But it's an amazing blessing in many ways, but can be draining. Yeah.
It can be, I'm sure it must be sometimes.
But Naomi's been fantastic at Mancroft, and I'm sure she would be great. Yeah, and all those things she was talking about that she's been involved in. So, yeah.
And setting up the debt charity.
That's right, yes, yeah. Well, that's a great skill, setting something up and then being able to hand it to others to run. Yes. Yeah. No, that's much bigger. I've known one or two vicars who seem very impressive, but they set up lots of things, and then when they leave, it all just crumbles away to nothing, because it all depended on them, and that's not very good at all. But there's no danger of any of that with Naomi.
Good.
Yeah. Well, as you were saying, lucky old Rackheath. But
yes.
Yeah. Well, mind you, Mancroft is a nice spot, and hopefully Naomi's feeling a little bit sad to be leaving. I think she might be. And I bumped into someone on Hay Hill, actually, right outside the church. More generally, I was chatting with them about Norwich and everything, and lovely little mini clip with him. So I thought I might just play that now, actually.
Okay.
So I'm the vicar at the church, and just wondering, what do you most like about Norwich?
Apart from being born here, a lot of the characters walking up there are very entertaining.
Yeah.
To my eye.
Nice.
As is you, like, purveying the flock.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Well, in a city or a village, they're all much the same.
Very nice.
Oh, goodness me, how was a very windy day on Hay Hill. I think almost too windy to record. I need a better microphone, don't I, really, Judy? But he was an interesting chap. Yeah, I was pleased to bump into him.
Was he actually a market stallholder?
Yeah, I don't think he was, actually. No, I mean, he could have been, but I don't think he was in this particular case. But I was amused he said about, and you, the vicar, purveying your flock. I think he got in a muddle over it, unless that's a Norfolk use of a word. But I think probably he meant surveying my flock, which is, of course, something I do all the time and pray for them. But yeah, no, so don't worry, I'm not going to purvey all my parishioners. Hopefully not.
Well, I wondered if he was a market stallholder. I thought he'd be purveying, because the market will be getting very busy towards Christmas.
Yes,
and of course, even in the church, we have our Christmas card shop, don't we?
Yes, the Christmas cards, absolutely. Yes, which has happened now for a number of years. Yeah. It's not raising money for the church, of course. It's entirely for charities. Yes. But it's a great thing. And actually, I have caught up because, the shop is open already. I know it's only kind of early November. It's been open for a week or two already because, of course, people, we need to buy our cards in good time and post them off to Australia or whatever. So I did catch up with one of the key people at the Christmas card shop the other day. Yeah. So I did a quick interview with them. So why don't we listen to that now as well?
Oh, yes.
Well, I'm here in the church and I'm actually at the Christmas card shop, the original Norwich charity Christmas card shop, which has just opened a few days ago. And I'm here with Liz Magem, who's one of the key people involved. Liz, great to see you.
Nice to be here, Edward. Thank you for having us here again. It's our 5th year in the church, which is wonderful.
Yes, 5 years, of course, yes. But that's not the whole time of the shop, is it? Because I think it's a big anniversary this year.
Absolutely, yeah. It's the 60th anniversary this year, which we're very proud of. Yes, we've had volunteers going back 60 years helping us every year in the shop, entirely run by volunteers. And this year, over 60 volunteers, so that number keeps recurring.
That's amazing, isn't it? And a huge number of cards. I mean, obviously we're quite early in the time of selling them, but I mean, there must be thousands, millions of cards here to sell. Do you think they'll all be sold by the end?
I'm sure they will. We've got over 27 different charities here, local charities, which is lovely, the smaller charities, but also international ones. And every year we still sell the cards, over 44,000 last year.
That's amazing. What's special about being here in Mancroft, would you say? Because I know the shop's moved around over the years. What do you like about being here in the church?
Well, we love being in such a beautiful setting, but actually knowing that we're going to be in this space each year just gives us the confidence that we are going to open, because previously we had to look for an empty premises, and all of the volunteers say what a wonderful atmosphere, and we've been made so welcome by all the lovely people in the church.
Oh, that's good. Well, it's great for us, of course, as a church as well, because lots of people come to the shop and then they discover the church as well. So that's good. We've got some nice banging going on in the background. That is actually someone mending the roof above the shop, so at least you won't get water coming in, I hope. But anyway, you have to cope with all sorts of things here. Yeah, fantastic. So if someone didn't know about the shop or anything at all, what one piece of advice would you give them if they were going to visit for the first time?
Well, when you come to our shop, one thing that we do differently is you can buy individual cards. If you just want to buy one card for a special person, we have cards at just 40p. All of our packs are available as a whole pack or as individual, so do come and have a look.
Great. And you can just browse and have a look, as you say, and then just buy as many or as few as you want. Yeah.
Absolutely. And not only cards, we have now gift wrap, we have gift tags and other gifts available as well. And we've got some beautiful bags from the RNLI. So do come and look at us.
Fantastic. And if you're a bit of a last-minute person like me, when does the shop finally close? Sometime in December, I guess.
Yeah, the last day of trading, half day of trading is the Saturday the 16th. So that will be finished by then. So try and come before then, because you won't have as much choice.
16th of December. Seems a long way off, but it'll come racing around. Liz, thank you so much. It's been lovely to chat, and I'm sure the shop will be a massive success again this year. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Nice to talk to you.
Oh, well, that was interesting talking to Liz. I had 60 years and 60 volunteers. I didn't realise they had so many.
Yeah, no, it's an amazing thing, that shop. Yeah. And still a great success. Lots of people visiting and buying cards.
And it's lovely that they come into the church. I mean, the fact that the church does this is yet another thing that Mancroft does, to get involved with the community spirit of the city. Yeah.
Well, I think being in the heart of the city, quite literally, geographically, is so important to be in a kind of spiritual sense as well, in every kind of way, being at the heart of the city and involved in community life. And so, I mean, supporting the shop, supporting all those different charities, it's a wonderful thing, And actually, as a church, we know that's an important call for us to be involved in city life in so many ways. November illustrates it beautifully, not just the card shop, but Remembrance Sunday is an amazing moment.
I know.
I mean, it's an extraordinary privilege for me as the vicar to lead the civic act of remembrance at the City War Memorial each year.
And of course, you're also going to be involved in the switching on of the city lights, aren't you?
Yes, city lights. That's a bit later on in the month. Yes, I think various people involved in that switching on ceremony, including the pantomime dame, probably from the theatre. But certainly I shall have my vicar's slot as well and speak about the lights, but also the real meaning of Christmas and everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, so that's good. No, I'm looking forward to that.
And what about St. Peter Mancroft, Mr. Peter Mancroft?
Oh, yes.
Whoever is Peter Mancroft.
Yeah. Have you've not been asked in the last week or two about who was Peter Mancroft?
I'm welcoming again on Saturday, so I'll see if anyone else mentions it.
No, I'm sure someone did asked me recently, and I explained what we thought it probably was. But I've had a sudden thought though.
Go on.
maybe. Do you think St. Peter Mancroft was the patron saint of indoor fireworks, Judy? Perhaps remembering your little episode with the bag of fireworks on your fire. I think that's quite a strong possibility.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right.
There we are. Okay, St. Peter Mancroft, patron saint of indoor fireworks. Could be useful one day, couldn't it? Yeah, maybe I'd have to work on a service, an indoor fireworks service.
That's a good note.
I think it probably is. Yeah. Great. Well, look, thank you everyone for joining us for our November podcast. We hope you've enjoyed listening in, and we very much look forward to welcoming you back next time in December.